just a second. Uh, Hopefully, last time it did work. You could hear the music when it started playing. I think it's going to be that way again. Trying to, make everything just right. All right. Hope everybody's doing great today. I am doing wonderful. The week before Christmas, beautiful here in Texas. It was like 40 degrees when I left the house this morning at 11, and by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was 60. So, it's what they always say about Texas. If you don't like the weather, just wait around a little while. It's going to change. So, all right, here we go. Hey, Stoners. Welcome to another edition of Sticks-n-Stones. I'm your host, Brent Elrod, coming to you from the cozy confines here on the patio at the No Shoes Bar and Grill, deep in the heart of the Republic of Texas. Today, I have a great episode lined up for you. We are bringing together the bold and distinctive flavors of a punch rare Corojo with our latest affiliate partner, Keeper's Heart Irish American Whiskey. I think it's going to be an awesome episode. So right after this, we are going to pop the cork, cut the stick, and get to toasting. Now, I really think that this particular episode is, you need to be ready. I mean, be prepared to embark on a sensory journey like no other. I think this pairing is just going to indulge all of your senses, and it's going to be a beautiful marriage of flavors and aromas with spiciness off of the Punch Rare Corojo and the smooth and rich flavor of the Keeper's Heart whiskey. I have really been chomping at the bit to get this episode done, so I am extremely excited to get going. So we're just, hey, go ahead and pour you a dram, sit back, relax. I'm going to take care of everything. Now, the Punch Rare Corojo, Punch, one of the premier names worldwide as far as cigars go. This particular stick, the Rare Corojo, this is a Magnum. It is 5.1 by 54 on the ring gauge. The filler is a blend of Dominican, Honduran, and Nicaraguan tobaccos. And sorry, I just bumped the mic up just a little bit. I didn't think I was coming through quite loud enough, so I hope I didn't blow any ears out. The binder is a Connecticut broadleaf, and the wrapper is Ecuadorian. Now, visually, it is just a beautiful stick that is a little darker than a medium brown. It has, it does have kind of a definite reddish hue to it. It's got tight but very visible seams. It has some moderate veining. It really, these are, as far as the leaves go, there's very little veining on the leaf. I mean, it's an impeccable looking wrapper. And it does have a double cap. Now, on the nose, it's a really simple nose profile. I get chocolate and raisins, and just a hint of nuttiness. Let's go ahead and give it a cut. Test out the cold draw. Hopefully you saw my blog post about for beginner cigars, beginners in cigars. It's kind of a cigars 101. and I kind of discuss the different ways of cutting a cigar. And, my preferred method is the V-cut, which is what I'm going to use today, using my Cassetti multi-cutter. I do use the guillotine on it from time to time, but typically I do the V-cut. I like the way the draw is. And those of you that are seeing the live stream, very nice cut. Now on the cold draw, I get baking spices, sort of like cinnamon and nutmeg. And some leather, maybe a little bit of cedar, and a little bit of pepper in there. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Using the Rocky Patel 5 torch, the Envoy. I love this lighter. It's a 5 torch, but it literally just sips the butane. All right, it's got a decent smoke production, but not the huge quantities of smoke that you expect off of like a Drew Estate or a Rocky Patel. But it like I said, it's a decent volume of smoke. Full disclosure, the double cap came completely off. Gone. Right there. Happens sometimes. I get a nice palette of cashews mixed with coffee and maybe a little bit of molasses sweetness on the draw. I mentioned it's got a decent amount of smoke production, but it's not excessive. But the smoke that's there is velvety and smooth, and just me puffing on it, not trying to blow cigar smoke rings. There are several smoke rings wafted up. It is a very luxurious smoke. That is a really good cigar. It's burning a little wavy. Those on the live stream, you can kind of see. I am going to go ahead and just try and touch it up just a little bit, not a lot, and then see if it corrects itself the rest of the way out. I really do like this cigar. I'm not a big Corojo smoker. It is, at least in my experience, it's a little rarer to find. But this is a really good cigar. But now, let's move on to the star of the show. Keeper's Heart Irish American Whiskey. This is Keeper's Heart, to my knowledge, is the only Irish American whiskey being bottled in the United States. If there's somebody else out there doing it, I've never heard of them. So that does make them a little rare right off the bat. All right, there we go. Now then, couldn't wait to get this thing uncorked. And as you know, I'm a big fan of corks. I do not like screw tops. They're using a cork. Oh, wow. That's probably the best cork pop I've ever had, except maybe on champagne. That is awesome. And I love the distinctive style of the bottle. It almost reminds me of like the old pharmacy bottles from back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. That's really, it's really neat. And I actually have some more. This is not the only distillation that they have. They actually have several different types of whiskeys, and I've got a couple more on the way. So those will be coming up. I am really happy to be partnering up here with Keeper's Heart. This is kind of exciting. All right, let's go ahead and pour us a glass. As I said, the classification is Irish American. Its classification is Irish whiskey blended with American rye whiskey. The company that produces this is the O'Shaughnessy Distilling Company. The distillation is sourced from undisclosed distilleries in the United States and in Ireland. The proof is 43% alcohol by volume, so it's 86 proof. Now, officially, this is a non-age statement whiskey, this particular line. But the mash bill is undisclosed, except that it is a combination of Irish grain whiskey, Irish pot still whiskey, and American rye, all aged a minimum of 4 years. So I guess you could say technically it's a 4-year-old whiskey, but, you know, officially non-age statement. All right. Well, I wish they put that dog up. All right, on the nose. There's no, you get the hint of a whiskey aroma, but there's no alcohol burn in the nose. It's florally and somewhat grassy, with some hints of spice and grain. And as those of you that are watching on the live stream can tell, this is a very, very light golden color, almost the color of what you'd consider the color of like hay. Now on the palate. That's a very good whiskey. There is, even though it's only 86 proof, there is a little bit of alcohol burn on your tongue, just a little bit, not a lot, and it fades away fairly quickly. It's already gone now after my first sip. There is a significant amount of spice from the American rye, but the Irish whiskeys bring in citrus and vanilla and some ginger. There's some baking spices mixed in there with some fruit, and there is just a hint of like a bitterness that I can't quite put my finger on, just along the sides of your tongue after you've swallowed. But it fades away pretty quick. It's so fleeting. It's hard for you to pinpoint exactly what it is that you're tasting. On the finish, you get baking spices, and there's some fruit mixed in there with kind of a caramely sweetness, and it's kind of a medium finish. Doesn't last particularly long, but it also doesn't fade really quickly. I think overall they've done a pretty good job here. This is really good, and I'm excited to see what the other ones are like. And I'll tell you, there'll be more because I'm going to be, I'll be doing some spots on my social media forum and things. It is it's a budget-friendly whiskey as well. Uh, okay, uh, those of you on the live stream, there is a hot air balloon. I don't know if I've got it in the shot or not. I heard the fire go, when they shoot flame up into the balloon to make it rise. And I thought maybe we were being attacked by a dragon or something, and I looked over and there he was, just floating there. So I thought maybe this was stronger than I thought at first. I was like, wow, I'm hearing dragons and seeing balloons. Maybe I need to go ahead and stop while I'm ahead. But anyway, such is live video. And those of you on the audio, you're just getting to hear me talk about it. It's funny. And now he's coming back up again. I think he was headed for the ground because he had disappeared completely behind the house here behind me, and now all of a sudden he's rising rapidly. I don't know if that was intended or not. I just want to sit and stare at it, but I've got to keep the show going. We're going to try them together now. They do go very well together. Um, the stick is not overpowering, and the whiskey is soft and subtle enough that it doesn't overshadow the stick. So they are pairing very well together in that regard. Um, I mean, it is a just a it's a symphony of uh, just pure indulgence. Whether you are a seasoned connoisseur or if you are just beginning your journey into the world of cigars and whiskey, I think this pairing is sure to provide you with the perfect pairing experience. Just definitely give this a try. And I'm not even to the halfway mark yet. He's still up there, floating around, just watching him go higher and higher. Um, Speaking of the halfway mark, I am going to go ahead and burn this down to the halfway mark, and then I will come back and give you an update. And I dropped ash there while I was staring at the balloon. So fortunately, it hit the arm of the chair and didn't get on me. I have a new tripod coming for the live stream. I use my cell phone and restream, and this one has it's got the capability. Yeah, I'll have the little remote thing, and it can rotate around, so it'll be a little bit smoother. Like if something like that happens again, I can just push a button and it'll rotate around so that you all can see what I'm seeing. It's, yeah, I mean, you're not expecting that. I do love the aroma on this Keeper's Heart. It's very florally and pleasing. And uh, while it's probably not as uh, smooth as some, say for instance a Jack Daniel Gentleman Jack, it is very smooth. It definitely overshadows some other whiskeys out there that are pretty tough. Uh, this is really good. I'm excited. Hmm. But as you are watching this, remember that the final, you want to hear my final thoughts, that'll be on the audio when it posts out, and there will be a link directly to this cigar and to Keeper's Heart in the description of the show. So you can, while you're listening to my final thoughts, you can click the links, go right out there, decide if you want to order one or not, or maybe drop a hint. There's a few more days left till Christmas or whatever. Got a birthday coming up. These are definitely two very good items to have around. Keep this stick in your humidor, and definitely keep some Keeper's Heart on your whiskey shelf. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut y'all loose, and I will let you wait with bated breath on hearing the last half of this pairing. Keep your sticks dry, your stones cold. Oh, wait a minute. I just looked in the viewfinder, or me on camera, whatever you want to say, and I forgot to mention I am sporting my latest Freedom Fatigues t-shirt. Gadsden flag, don't tread on me. It's not the Gadsden flag, it's the snake from the Gadsden flag. Don't tread on me. Stars, 1776. Definitely need to get, holy shit, now there's more, oh, sorry. Now there's more than one balloon. Wow. I may have to quit drinking. Definitely need to go see the folks over at Freedom Fatigues. I love everything that I have gotten from them. The shirts are just soft and fit great. They've got some great logos on them, different things, the Colonial flag with the 2A, Don't Tread on Me. They've got some great hats, desert camouflage, gray. They have other hats and accessories out there. Definitely need to go over and see the folks at Freedom Fatigue and pick you up some of this wonderful, wonderful gear. They are veteran owned and operated, and they are great folks. Go support them. You can find links to them in the description and on sticksndstonez.com. STICKSNSTONEZ.com. Keep your sticks dry, stones cold. Have a great day.